Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on YELP GWPH PCLN NVDA and TSLA. So the YELP bulls trying to see this follow through. We had a double low on Thursday and Friday at 32.99, 32.97. Nice follow through to start today. We did have an upper wick of some profit taking, so a new resistance level is 34.54, and the bulls have to get over the 200-day moving average to prove to me that this bounce has any kind of momentum, and that's up in the low $35 range. So the bears are still in control of this daily time frame. We're getting our first bullish signs, trying to see this RSI oversold bounce play out, and the 200-day moving average will be our gauge in terms of determining whether this bounce is for real or not. We have the 50-week moving average support currently holding, trying to form a bullish reversal candlestick on the weekly time frame, and then we're going to have to confirm it next week as well. So one step at a time. Bulls need a break of 34.54 tomorrow, and then we'll be looking up at that 200-day moving average, and bulls need an increase in volume as well to show that building momentum. GWPH, nice confirmation of the bullish reversal hammer from yesterday, or from Friday, I should say. Close back above the middle Bollinger Band, close up near the high of the day. The biotech sector was on fire today, so that's certainly helping GWPH bulls. This is now a very important level, the low of Friday, 120.39, higher low on the daily time frame, looking to continue. And the bulls ideally want to see some more volume. This was not high bull volume. We need more than 220,000 shares traded tomorrow. And the next resistance we're looking at is 127.16 and then up to 129.21. Weekly time frame still maintaining middle Bollinger Band support. Bollinger Band still extremely tight. We're going to have to see those widen out and expand to the upside in order to create some room for the bulls to get some upside movement. But we do have movement, as that level right now is up at 130, so there is still plenty of room for another $5 to the upside if the bulls can gather that momentum and keep it going on this daily chart. PCLN, bulls buying the dip today, and we had a bullish reaction to earnings. We're up around 1,700 here after hours, so we can anticipate a gap up at new all-time highs. Anytime you're on the verge of an all-time high heading into earnings, the risk to reward scenario favors the bulls, because if it's a bullish reaction, we have no previous price resistance in order to slow the bulls down. So what we use to gauge whether or not we're going to see profit taking on a gap up open is the 20-period 5-minute moving average. If that level breaks, we know that profit taking is a lot more likely to occur, but if that 20-period 5-minute holds, that shows the bulls have momentum, and we oftentimes see continuation and a really strong move with all-time highs continuing to form throughout the morning. So that's what we're going to be watching tomorrow, the 20-period 5-minute moving average, to gauge how much profit taking on the gap up open we are seeing. But a nice job by the PCLN bulls. We have now had the PCLN bulls on the resident bull list since back in below 1,500. Really strong follow through at this point, and just continuing this higher low, higher high pattern. NVDA, decreasing bull volume, but a strong close, confirming that bullish candlestick from Friday. I am still looking for a lower high to be set. I'm just patiently waiting for resistance. I'm watching the hourly 100-period resistance, which is in the mid-105s, and then I'm watching the high of Thursday, 106.39. I am looking for the lower high, lower low pattern to continue. I'm anticipating the bull volume to dry up and for the bulls to weaken sometime likely tomorrow. Obviously, it depends on what the overall market is doing, but I think that the bulls are going to tire themselves out tomorrow, especially if we see some continuation into the mid-105s and into the 106s tomorrow morning. The weekly time frame holding that middle Bollinger Band on the verge of this bearish TCG cross of these exponential moving averages, but not there quite yet. We're going to have to see the bears take back over, knock the price back down under $100 to see this weekly bearish cross occur. And last, we've got Tesla. Tesla Bull seeing an oversold bounce on the hourly time frame at this point, and at this point it's a pretty weak bounce. We have to see some decent follow through tomorrow in order for it to be anything more than an oversold bounce. Bulls need to break 248.36. And for me, I'm watching this high of Friday, 258.25. If the Bulls cannot break that level, we know the Bears remain in control and see further weakness. But if we do break 258.25, it's going to break some lower high patterns on the hourly time frame, and that will be able for the Bulls to get above the high that we saw on Friday. So we did get a downgrade this morning, which led to further downside and weakness. There is a gap back up to 250.20. But again, unless we can break 258.25 this week, we are going to be looking for the Bears to remain in control of Tesla. We have a further lower high, lower low to the downside, losing exponential weekly support. Last time we saw a big pullback after a huge run-up, it lasted 3 weeks. So this is week number 2 of this pullback, and we'll see if the Bears can stay in control on that daily time frame. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night.